Welcome to this video where we're going to start going through section 3 of the keyboard course. So we've covered a lot of ground up to this point. You've learned the basics of rhythm and reading music, learning the different note values, learning how to read the different notes on the staff or the stave. And yeah, now we are ready to start playing with both hands at the same time. So that's the first thing we're going to tackle in this section, is playing with both hands. And then we're also going to, in future videos, we're going to look at playing different note values. So instead of just beats that are 1, 2, 3, or 4 beats long, or notes that are 1, 2, 3, or 4 beats long, doing things that are half a beat or even a quarter of a beat. So yeah, we're going to get to all of that, and then also some different time signatures. So the first thing to be doing is we've got some daily exercises, because your fingers, you're going to need to get them a lot stronger than they probably are at the moment. And getting them coordinated to be playing both hands at the same time does take some time. You're having to make new connections in your brain for this to actually be able to work. Even if you're very used to typing on a computer keyboard, you only generally put down one finger at a time as you're busy typing. Now you are going to play literally both hands at the same time. At first, just one note, one finger in each hand. Then we're going to start playing 3 notes at a time. So generally 2 in the right hand and 1 in the left hand, or sometimes 2 and 1. And then you're going to start doing 4. So that's when you're doing 2 in each hand. So yeah, it's going to take some time to get used to it, but practice and you're going to get there. So the first thing to do is these sets of exercises. So you'll see here it's in 4/4 time. So you've got 4 beats in each bar, or in each measure. And what they say is we're going to use each of these sections until you get to these repeat signs. So that's, remember, a double bar line with the 2 dots. So they're saying you play this and then you repeat it, and you just you play these 2 bars together quite a few times, and then you go on to the next one. You play that quite a few times, and then the next one, and this goes over the lines, and then you're going to do the next ones, which is 3 bars, and then you're going to have your final one. And so what you want to do is play each one over and over again until you've got it nice and solid and smooth. And then you start playing the whole thing together. And each time you're going to repeat each section 4 times, and then go on to the next one 4 times until you get right to the end. Okay, it also says to watch out for your fingering. The finger numbers are important, so follow them carefully. So this first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you come back down, so that's easy. But here you're doing 1, 2, and then you move your finger 1 underneath that to do 1, 2, 3. And then we've got similar things in the other pattern. So what they're trying to do is to get your fingers used to moving in particular ways so that you can move them nice and smoothly. Okay, so let's start with the right hand for this first set. And what they also say is to do each hand separately first. So we're going to do just the right hand. So it starts on, that's middle C. So we've got the line with the line going through the note. So there's middle C, just to the left of the 2 black notes. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to come back down. Okay, so that's a nice smooth, and that goes up to the D, and then because we're repeating it, we go back to the C to go up and then down. Okay, so that's the right hand for that one. Then for the left hand, we're going to start with finger 1. And so this is All Cows Eat Grass. So that's G. So that's between the 2 bottom black notes in the set of 3. And we're going to start on finger 1, and we're going to go down. And we're going to go down to C, All Cows. And then we're going to back up. And then it ends on the F, but we go and repeat back to the G. Okay, so the left hand is going to be going down from G, and then we're going to go like that, and the right hand is going up from C. Okay, so once you have those nice and smooth, then you're going to start putting them together. So we're going to start with finger 1 and finger 1. They're both finger 1, but we're going to move in opposite directions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4 times going through that. Now let's see what the next set is. So here we're going to carry on with the C, And we're going to do the same notes, but we're going to change the fingers. So we're going to do 1, 2, and then you're going to put finger 1 underneath. 1, 2, 3. You're going to back down. Finger 2 crosses over, and then you come back down to the C. So in terms of the fingering, so it's finger 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so that's for the right hand. And then if we go to the left hand, so we're starting here also on the G, so it's exactly the same notes again. And also we're going to do finger 1, 2, and then we're going to bring finger 1 underneath, and we're going to do the same fingering. So these two sets of exercises are mirroring each other. Okay. So let's try putting those together now. So finger 1, 2, and then you finger 1 underneath, and then back and finger 2 over. Okay, now you want to try and get that nice and smooth. So because I was talking you through it, it wasn't smooth. So we're going to count out the beats. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you make sure that your rhythm is smooth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll just end on there. Okay, now we're going to have different fingering. So again, it's the same notes. So C, D, E, but now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we go up to finger 1 going underneath that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then you go up to finger 1 going underneath for the F. So it just goes up to finger 2, and then we come back down again. Okay, and in the left hand, it's also going to be finger 1, 2, 3, and then you go underneath for finger 1, 2, and then back to the 3, 2, 1 like that. Okay, so let's do it with the right hand first. So 1, 2, 3, and then finger 1 underneath, and then just up to finger 2, and then we're going to back, and now we're crossing over with finger 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that with the left hand. So we've got finger 1, 2, 3 underneath with finger 1 and 2, and then we go back, finger 3 over. Okay, once you got that nice and smooth, then let's put those together. So now we're going up to finger 3 and then going underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and now let's count that so we make sure the rhythm is nice and smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to just end on that note. Okay, then we come to the last one. So here we have fingers 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go underneath, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to come back. And we're going to come back to the middle C. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's do that again, and I'm going to count out the rhythm, the notes where they are in the bar, so that you can make sure the rhythm is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that with the left hand now. So it's the same thing. We're also going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go underneath and go down to finger 4 and then come back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so do that again. Go underneath like that and down to 4, over with 3. Okay, and counting out with the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's put those two together. So 1, 2, 3 underneath with both your thumbs. Go down to finger 4, and then we're going to come back and over with finger 3. Okay, so now let's count that out to make sure we got the right rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, Okay, so now it says to go through the whole thing, repeating each section 4 times over until you got it nice and smooth. So I'm going to do it like that. And so you want to get to a point where once you've perfected each section, and you can then move on to the next one, you've perfected that one, you can then play along with me and you can make sure you go through the whole thing. So just take note, the very last bar, it's actually your right hand goes down to a middle C. So it just comes and it goes down like that and stepping down each time. But your left hand, you could do, so it's 2, 1, and then that's an E, all cows eat, 3, 2, and then you're going to go down to a middle, the C, all cows. Okay, so that one is a little bit different right at the end. Okay, so I'm going to play it through, repeating each section 4 times. Hopefully I can remember to do it 4 times for each one. And then, yeah, we'll get all the way to the end. So at this stage, you should be comfortable enough with the rhythm that you don't have to count the rhythm out loud. So what I'm just going to do is count it when you start each new set so we can make sure that we've done 4 before we go on to the next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's going to sound quite repetitive as you're playing it, but as you're making those connections and practicing moving your fingers in different ways, you're preparing yourself for a lot of the music that's going to be coming. So it's worthwhile practicing this a number of times until you're comfortable. Okay, then on the next page, we have another set of exercises for us to be doing. So we have this now in 3, 4 times. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we have a 2-beat note, and then a 1-beat note, and then 2, and then 1. And in the left hand we have it's a 3-beat note. So a dotted minim, and that's a minim and a crotchet, or a half note and a quarter note, and then that's a 3/4 note. Okay, and then down here we've got 1, 2, 3, so 3 crotchets or quarter notes. Yeah, got that same rhythm. So let's work out where we're going to go with our right hand. So again, play each hand separately until you've got it nice and smooth. Once you have them smooth, then you start trying to put them together. So we got over here, the spaces in the right hand are F-A-C-E, spelling face. So this is an A. So you're between the top 2 black notes, and we've got a finger 3 there. Okay, so let's just talk you through what notes we're playing, because we're going to be jumping around here quite a bit, and then we'll make sure the rhythm is right. So we're going to start with finger 3 on the A, and then we go 1 step down to a G, but it says to put finger 1 there. And then we're going to go up to, that's a B, 11 drafts bend down, but that's a B flat. So the B flat over there, but it says finger 4, and then you come down to a G, and then we open up to a C with finger 5, and we're going to open up and stretch down to an E, 11 drafts bend down, and then we're going to go up a step, and we can go up another step, and then we're going to go up another step to 4, that's an A. And now we're going to close our hand a bit, so we're going to do 2 notes down on the F, but we're going to put finger 1, and then we're going to do the B flat there, and down to the G, and then back up to a C, and back down to the G. So we just played that G over there, coming back to the G, and 1 step down to the F, F-A-C-E. Okay, so that rhythm is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now our rhythm is going to change. Now we're going to be playing on most of the notes. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're going to have this regular rhythm. So we start on the A, F, A, C, E, and we're going to just step down like that. And then we go to a B flat. So we're going to have a B flat there, finger 4. And we're going to go right next to it. So these are quite awkward, right next to each other. And step down, and then we go up to it. C, F, A, C, E. Open up to an E. Step up to the F, step up to the G. And then we're going to step up and then back down. So that was 4, 3, 2. So you got finger 2 there. Now you're going to stretch finger 4 to go up to the B flat. Step down, and then we're going to stretch up to the F, although it's quite stretch up to the C, and then down to the E and back to the F. Okay, so let's play this now with making sure we have the rhythm right. Okay, so I'm going to count out the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're going to play that until you got it nice and smooth, multiple times until you have it ready. Then let's have a look at what's happening in the left hand. And what's quite nice about the left hand is you actually are playing the same note every single time. So this is Gum Boots Dancing 4, so it's the F. So just to the left of the 3 black notes, there's our F. And we're just going to play this F, and play an F again, and we're going to play an F. So all the way through, we're playing an F. So at the beginning of each bar, you're going to start a new F, and then it's going to hold for 3 notes while we're doing whatever we're doing with the right hand. Okay, so just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so at least that's nice and simple to keep track of. So I'm going to go slowly putting these 2 together, and then we'll play it a little bit faster so that you can work up to playing it like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can hear there's starting to be some harmonies coming through. So those notes together, this is a third interval of a third, that's a fourth, and there's a fifth, and we're in unison over there. Those are 2 Fs that we're playing. So you can hear how it's coming together. So the music is starting to sound a bit more musical. Okay, so I'm going to do that now faster. This is probably about the speed you want to build up to. So just play it regularly, smoothly until you can play it at this tempo, this speed, but nice and smoothly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going on to the next one. Okay, so we've got another exercise to be learning, and again we do the right hand and then we're going to do the left hand. So we're back in 4/4 time. So and these are all 1 beat notes, and there's a 2 beat note, 1 1 1, back to 2, and then right at the end we have a 4 beat note. So these are all crotchets or quarter notes, and then a minim or a half note, and then right at the end that's a semi-breve or a whole note. And in the left hand we've got a minim or a half note all the way throughout the whole piece. Okay, now whereas in the first one on this page, the left hand's just got the same note throughout. Here your left hand is going to start moving around. So it's going to take some practice. So let's start with the right hand. So it starts with E, 11 drafts bend down forward, so that's E, and we're going to start with finger 3 on that. So 1, 2, and then we go down to middle C, and then we go up to F, and then we're going to down to D, back to the F, up to the F, down to the D, and then up to G, 11 drafts, and back down to E, and then repeat E, E, C, C, back up to the F, and then we step down, step down, step down. So it's F, E, D, back up to the G, and repeat it, and then D, and then middle C. Okay, so let's play that smoothly, making sure we have the rhythm correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's look at the left hand. So now we're going to be moving around quite a bit with the left hand, so we really have to concentrate on this one as well. So we're going to start on the C, so it's all cows, and then we're going up to the E, skip up to there, and then step down to the D, skip up to a G, and then we're going to open our hand, we're going to the B, so gum boots, there's B, back up to that G, so that same note you were on, and then we're going to move your hand up slightly to come back to the C, and then up to the G, back down to the C, E, then step down to a D, back up to the G, open your hand again to the B, back to the G, and then step down like that. Okay, so let's get that one nice and smooth with the rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so once you have both of those nice and smooth, now you're going to start coming together. So I'm first going to just talk you through it as we're playing the two hands together, and then I'll get it with the rhythm correct. Okay, so you're starting on the E with your right hand with finger 3, and you're starting on C with the left hand. Okay, so we're going to repeat with the right hand, and then we're going to have both of them moving to the C and the E, and then going to go to the F and down to D, and coming together again. Now with the left hand, we're going to open up to the B, and we're going to go up to the F, so like that, and repeating, so up to the G again, and skipping down to the D, and then you can close it or use finger 4, it's up to you. And we're going to come back to the G and the E. Now we go back to where we were at the beginning, so the C and the E, and we kind of cross places, and then we're going to go to the F and the D and step down, and we come down up to the G, and again we open up with the left hand, and coming together to the D and the G, and then we're going to do a middle C and the F, and step down to the E. Okay, so go slowly as you're putting the two together, and think about what needs to happen with each hand. Once you've got that nice and smooth, then you're going to be able to play them together. So I'm going to do it first slowly, and then I'll play it at a speed that you probably want to build up to be able to doing it at this speed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to play it at the speed that I think you want to be getting to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, Great. So those daily exercises, that is quite a bit for you to be practicing. And the reason this is going to be quite a bit of mental exercise, even though it's only 2 pages that we've done, is because getting these parts of your brain to be thinking together and working together, and these connections between the different neurons. I'm not a brain scientist, I don't know, but I know you've got to have all these connections between the different parts of your brain. So as you're working on that, take some time, let this take the time that it needs to take, practice those multiple times until you have them really nice and smooth. And then in the next video, we're going to have some hymns that we're going to be playing with the 2 hands together. So it's still just 1 finger at a time in each hand, but as you're doing these and you're getting the connections happening, you're going to be building up. We're going to start playing with 3 hands, and then with 4, 3, we don't have 3 hands. We're going to play 3 notes at a time and then 4 notes at a time. So we're going to be getting to that point. So please come back for the next one where we'll look at some hymns that you're ready to learn.